Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking into something that I think a lot of you have probably wondered about. Can AI actually make TikToks go viral? We're not just going to be speculating about this, though. We've got a super detailed account from somebody who went out and actually tried to make this happen. I'm so excited to dig into this with you. It's like we get to take a peek behind the scenes of how social media really works.
It really is. And our source is going to take us through their whole process, from choosing the right AI tools to figuring out TikTok's algorithms and how they work, and to making content that actually gets people to watch it.
Yeah, so before we get into all the specifics, though, I think it's important to remember just how huge TikTok actually is. We're talking something like 34 million videos uploaded every day with like a billion views. It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
It is. And that's a lot of content to compete with.
For sure. So where do you even start? Well, our creator began with a brainstorming session, like what kind of AI videos could actually work. They first thought about motivational content.
But that's already a pretty crowded space online.
Totally. They also thought about making AI music videos
Oh, wow. That's cool.
and even using AI to like make deepfakes of famous people from history. Can you imagine Abraham Lincoln rapping?
I'm not sure about that.
Right. It's kind of a funny idea, but not necessarily the best way to go viral. So they decided to go in a completely different direction. They wanted to make videos about unexpected movie endings, like what if this classic movie ended in a totally different way?
Oh, I like that. That's a really clever idea.
It is, right. And it makes sense when you think about it. People already love these movies, so they're more likely to watch a video about them. And it also gives them something to talk about.
Yeah, that's so true.
Okay, so let's take a closer look at their first video, which was about Harry Potter. They went with the whole what if Voldemort won scenario.
Okay, that's interesting. What did they use to actually make this video, though?
Well, for the images, they use this AI tool called Flux AI. It's known for creating really realistic pictures, which is obviously important when you're dealing with a character that everyone knows.
Right, you don't want it to look like a cartoon or something. It needs to be believable.
Exactly. And they actually went a step further. They trained the model to make sure that Voldemort looked the same in every shot.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is. It shows you how much attention to detail they were putting in. It wasn't just, okay, here's a picture of Voldemort, let's move on. It was like they really cared about getting it right.
Totally.
Okay, so I have to share a funny story about this. While they were creating images of Voldemort, for some reason, Flux AI kept making pictures of him, like shirtless. Seriously, I don't know why, but they were kind of like, Flux AI, what's going on here? Why is Voldemort suddenly ready for the beach? It's just one of those funny things that can happen when you're using AI.
Yeah, sometimes it can do some weird stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, so they had their Voldemort images. What did they use to make them move?
They use this other AI tool called Clink. It's specifically designed to make those short animations that you see on TikTok.
Oh, I see.
So they were able to take their pictures and turn them into like little clips. And then for the final touch, they needed a voiceover that sounded, professional.
Right, because you don't want it to sound like it was made by a computer.
Exactly. So they used 11 Labs for that. It's this AI voice generator that's supposed to be really, really good.
Oh, cool. So they ended up with a really polished, professional-looking TikTok, all thanks to these AI tools.
Mm.
But did it actually go viral, though? That's the big question.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question. But before we find out how many views that Harry Potter video got, we need to look at the other movies our creator chose.
Yeah.
This will help us see if they were making smart choices to try to make their videos go viral.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. What other movies did they choose?
They did Titanic
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
and Twilight
Okay, yeah. A lot of people love that one.
and Beauty and the Beast.
Interesting. So they picked movies that a lot of people already know and like.
Exactly. They were hoping that if people saw a video about a movie they loved, they'd be more likely to watch it.
Oh, okay, I get it. So did it work? Did their videos go viral?
Well, the Harry Potter one with, shirtless Voldemort got about 400,000 views.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
It is. It seems like people were pretty into it.
Mhm.
But wait, because the Twilight video did even better, it got over 800,000 views.
What? No way.
Yeah, people love their Twilight.
That's amazing. What about the Titanic and Beauty and the Beast videos?
Those didn't do quite as well. They got like 60,000, 55,000 views.
Oh. Yeah, but that's still pretty good though, right?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you think about how many videos there are on TikTok.
Right. It's not easy to stand out.
So even though not every video got millions of views, our creator still hit their goal of getting at least one video over 100,000.
They did. And I think that proves it's definitely possible to go viral using AI on TikTok. Totally. But views aren't everything. Like, did people actually like the videos? Did they leave comments?
That's a good point. Our creator said that people are actually noticing the AI stuff. Like they were pointing out little mistakes in the pictures. It was like they were playing detective.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. It makes you think, as people get more used to seeing AI-generated content, will they start to focus more on the things that are wrong with it?
It's a good question. I guess only time will tell.
Yeah. But let's not forget about the cost of all of this.
Mm.
Our creator was pretty honest about the time and money it took to make these videos.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What did they say?
Each video took like 5 or 6 hours to make.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, and it wasn't free either. Remember, they had to pay to use Flex AI.
That's true. And what about Clink?
Yeah, Clink had a subscription fee too. So they had to spend some money up front to even get started.
Right, right. And even if your video does go viral, you don't actually get paid by TikTok, right?
Not directly.
So how do you actually make money from this?
Well, our creator said you have to use the videos to try to get people to go to your website or YouTube channel or something. That's how you can actually make money. So it's not as simple as just making a video and then, boom, you're rich.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot more to it.
There is. It takes time, money, and a lot of effort.
So is it even worth it?
I mean, it depends on your goals. If you're just doing for fun, then the cost might not be worth it. But if you're serious about, building a brand or trying to make a living as a creator, then it might be a good investment.
I guess it's really up to each person to decide.
Yeah, exactly. And it's something more and more people are going to have to think about as these AI tools get better and easier to use.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. Like, AI is actually changing the way we create content. It's not just some sci-fi thing anymore. It's happening right now.
Yeah, I know. And what's so cool is that it's not just, making things easier. It's actually giving us new ways to be creative.
Yeah, totally. And this creator, they focused on movies, but what about other kinds of videos? Could you use AI to make, like, cooking tutorials
Oh, yeah, for sure.
or fashion videos or even, like, funny skits?
I think you could use it for pretty much anything. Travel videos, educational stuff, workouts. The possibilities are kind of endless.
I know, it's so exciting. I'm already starting to think about some AI TikToks I could make.
Me too.
But before we all run off to make our own viral videos, what's the one thing you think people should remember from this deep dive?
I think the biggest takeaway is that making AI content isn't some crazy futuristic thing anymore. Anyone can do it. And as we saw, it can actually work. You really can go viral with AI on TikTok.
Right, but it's not like a guaranteed thing. You can't just press a button and suddenly you're famous.
Exactly. You still have to be smart about it. You need to have a plan. You need to pick the right tools, and you have to put in the work.
And you have to be willing to try different things.
Yeah, for sure. Like our creator, they experimented with different kinds of videos and saw what worked best.
That's a really good point.
It's all about adapting and figuring things out as you go.
Okay, so to sum it all up, AI can be a really powerful tool for making content. And it's changing the game, especially on platforms like TikTok.
It really is. It's like anyone can be a creator now.
That's so cool. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling super inspired. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.